So this whole section is all the stuff that comes with a diesel heater. This is the main unit right here. Everything in this bag is all the accessories that go with it. The exhaust pipe is actually pretty important. I do have to complain a little though, because the lfbros exhaust pipe is super soft. You can literally squeeze it flat with your hand. So if you're not paying attention when you install it, it's really easy to dent it in. But it's not a big deal. This part is pretty stiff. So you can just push it straight in and it's fine. It actually comes with this little plastic clip that's supposed to keep the pipe from getting squished, but it's super easy to lose. I already misplaced mine, but it's not a big deal. Just make sure there's nothing flammable around the exhaust pipe area, because once this thing fires up, it puts out a ton of heat and the temperature gets really high. Here's the other batch of parts. It's basically just a hoses. This one's the hot air hose, and this one's the intake hose. One pulls air in and the other pushes warm air out, so you get a nice little airflow going inside the tent. Let me talk about these two hoses for a second, because they're honestly super handy. Like, seriously, check this out. They compress a lot. You can squeeze them down really small when you're not using them, and when you pull them out, they stretch way longer than you'd expect. It's actually kinda satisfying to see. Another thing, and honestly this is a must-have if you're using a diesel heater, is this right here. A humidifier. Anytime you run a diesel heater, the air gets crazy dry. Like, really dry. If you sleep in there all night, it gets pretty uncomfortable. So you can see I just keep my humidifier right inside the same bag as my heater accessories. Basically, I treat them as a set. They always stay together. Alright, so I've got all the wires and hoses hooked up now. It literally takes like 2 or 3 minutes to set everything up. The main idea is that you've got two hoses, and both of them stay inside the tent. That creates a little internal loop. One pulls air in, and the other pushes warm air back out. This thicker end right here is the outlet, so this is where the hot air comes out. And this side basically pulls the air from inside the tent back into the heater. So once it runs through the diesel heater, it just keeps cycling around. Because of that, the heating efficiency is actually pretty good. Alright, so on this side, you've only got 2 ports. The one on the left is for the power, and the one on the right is for the controller. The controller's right here. You can just toss it inside the tent if you want. It even comes with a little remote, so you can use either one to control the heater. Since I can just keep the controller in the tent, I usually end up using the main unit most of the time anyway. Alright, let's go ahead and turn it on. Just press and hold it to turn it on. Right now the temperature inside the tent is about 14 degrees Celsius. Most diesel heaters take around 3 minutes to get going, so yeah, the startup time is kinda on the longer side. Up here it shows the percentage. It's already up to 20%, and you can probably hear it down here. It's already starting to burn. When you see the little flame on the screen flashing and kind of fading in and out, that means it's already burning. And once it starts burning, everything speeds up a lot. It's already at 60% now, so yeah, it's basically fully started. As for the settings, the main thing you're adjusting is the power level. When it shows P, that's the power mode. The max is 5 kilowatts, and at 5 kilowatts it puts out the most heat. There's also another mode where you can set a fixed temperature. So when I first turn it on and want the tent to heat up fast, I'll bump the power higher. Once I'm settled in and actually trying to sleep, I usually dial it down to around 3 kilowatts or even 2.5. That level feels just right for staying warm without getting roasted. Alright, let's pop inside the tent and check it out. So this right here is the vent, and yeah, the temp is already pretty solid. It's really warm, like honestly kinda hot to the touch. It's about the same as the hot water we use for washing up, so it's totally something you can handle. But yeah, it's getting hotter and hotter now. It's been running for like 5 or 6 minutes now, and you can see the middle area here is sitting at around, I don't know, about 25 degrees. That's pretty much a comfy sleeping temp. So when you're actually trying to sleep, the biggest downside of a diesel heater is honestly just the noise. You can probably hear it right now, that sort of whooshing sound from the air coming in and going out. That's pretty much the only annoying part. But its biggest advantage over other heaters is the safety. You really don't have to worry about any harmful gases. You can see it here. The CO is around 500 something, which is totally normal. 500 is standard, and carbon monoxide is literally at 0. And the reason it's so safe is because there's literally no open flame anywhere inside the tent. Like, nothing is burning in here, so for fall and winter camping, this is honestly one of the safest ways to stay warm.